Welcome. When you get on here, please share to be a blessing to others for us, as I do same on our other platforms. Please share to be a blessing unto others. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. It is another beautiful Saturday, and we are grateful to God for how far He has brought us. If it wasn't for Him, we would not be here. If it wasn't for Him, nothing will matter. So we are grateful once again for Him bringing us alive, for Him um, taking us through the week and bringing us back here safely. How has your week been? When you get on here, please share to be a blessing unto others for us. When you get on here, please share to be a blessing for us. We appreciate you so much for your time that you are spending with us. We are grateful to you, and we ask that as you take us along, may God take you along. May God honor and increase you. May He usher you to the places where you need to be so you can meet up, so you can show forth, so you can be of your best. That is what I ask for all of us this morning. But we are thankful for you joining us here. And as I share to our other platforms, please do same for us. We will be going on in a minute as I share to our other platform. Daddy, I see you on here. Reverend Jacob, I see you on here. Thank you so much for the support as always. Thank you so much. We appreciate you very much for the support you've been given to us. How has your week been? It's been a minute. How have you been? Please share to be a blessing to others. You know, it is just by His grace that we are alive. It is just His grace that um, things are going the way they should for us. Who are we to even be up here alive and well? You know, some people did not get it this way. Some people are struggling to leave. Let's look at the what is happening in Turkey and in Syria right now. You know, it is not just by our beauty, it is not just by our wealth, it is not just by um, whatever we have. That's why we are here. It is just by His mercies and His mercies alone. And so we are grateful to Him for how far He has brought us. All right. When you get on here, please share to be a blessing to others as I do same. We will start in few. We will start in few. We will start in a minute. So please be a blessing to others for us. Be a blessing to others for us. Be a blessing to others for us. And we are grateful. So time and chance. Time and chance. Bible says that time and chance happen to them all. All right. But how are you managing your time? How are you um, handling the time that you've been given? Yes, we all have 24 hours, but how are you handling it? Some people handle their time differently. Some people don't even take the chances that time gives to them, okay? Some people just let the time run out, let the time go by without taking opportunity of that time, without taking chance of that time. So how are you managing your time? As I say on this platform, it is platform that we pretty much learn from each other. So it's not a one-side affair. It is all of us getting into it, right? So how are you um, managing your time? How are you managing your time? How are you handling that time that you've been given? How are you handling that time that you've been given? I see you on here, Richard. Thank you. How are you handling that time that you've been given? Right? Many of us tend to waste that time that we have. Many of us tend not to even need or see that we have been given time, that we have this that we need to go ahead and use. Some of us don't even know that. So when you get on here, please share to be a blessing to others for us. Good morning, George. Good to see you too. Thanks for joining, Richard. Thanks so much for joining. Anybody is welcome to join us, to request to be online, either through video or through or through calls. So you are more than welcome to do that. I should be putting the call line here in few. All right. I should be posting the call line in few. 1 second. We should be putting the call line here in few. So if you are willing to join us today, you are more than welcome to do so. All right, you are more than welcome to do so. But let's do this. 1 sec. I need to be sure I see. 1 sec. There we go. So you are welcome once again. So as I was saying, time and chance. How are you using the time that you've been given? How are you using the time that you've been offered? All right. Everybody has 24 hours. All right. But how then are you able to use your time to your benefit, to use the time to maximize the things that you need to do? All right. It doesn't matter you being understood. It doesn't matter you being correct, but it is rather you being understood when it comes to time. All right. When it comes to the things that we need to do. All right. There are times that life will offer you opportunity. Life will offer you time. And the only thing that you got to do is you take, what do you call it? Take it by the horn and use it. There are times that you'll be offered that opportunity that you might not be looking for, right? Because not all opportunities that come our way that we were looking forward for or we were hoping to have, all right? So we gotta be present. We gotta be alive, if I can use that word. We gotta be conscious enough to know what time we've been given, to know when we've been given that time, to know what we can do with that time. All right. I wrote here, I said, time offers you opportunity. Do the right thing and use it because you might only get it once. You might only get it once. So some opportunities come our way just once in a lifetime, once in decades or whatever. When those opportunity comes, you use it to your benefit. When those opportunity comes, you use it to grow yourself. You use it to better the things that you are doing. You use it to change certain things that need to be changed. Please, if you are joining us, do not call us. We are live. Do not call us on Messenger. We currently live. If you need assistance from us, please wait until the live broadcast is over and you can give us a call. But right now, please, we expect and we humbly ask that you don't call us on Messenger or anything, as it will distract the live feed. Thank you so much for your understanding. All right. I also realized that there are times in life when you are given the chance to change it. It is your choice to grab it. Certain things happen. Certain things went on. We've done so many things the way we think it needs to be done. And along the way, we realized that this was wrong. Along the way, we realized that this wasn't done right. Along the way, we realized that we were supposed to have done it this way. And boom, time gives you another opportunity. Time, God in his infinite mercy gives you another time to use, another opportunity to use. It is your responsibility to grab that. It is your responsibility to use that. It is your responsibility to get up and move, to get up and use that opportunity that you've been given, to get up and use it to your benefit. Use it to your benefit. Because you might only get it once. How you use your time determines how you manage your time determines how people will react to you, determines how people see you. If you are somebody who doesn't, value time, who doesn't care what comes or what goes, nobody will take you serious. No one will take you serious. So people tend to react to you in a manner where you how you manage your time. That is the only way opportunities will come in. That is the only way good things will come in. That is the only way you will be able to move from where you are to the next phase. I see you on here, Salma. Thank you so much for joining. Please share to be a blessing. It is that time, or that is the only way people would look at you differently. If you are somebody, they tell you 9 a.m. and you come 10, how well do you think other opportunities will open for you? How well do you think people would react to you? Thanks for joining, Howard. Please share to be a blessing. How well do you think they would understand you? Are you using your time correctly? Are you using the opportunity that you've been given well? Are you taking that opportunity by the horn and running with it? Or you are just saying that, oh, I don't care. I have done what I need to do. So I'm not even going to take the time to change certain things. I'm not even going to take the time to do things right, or to see if there was anything that needed to be done right or that needed to be revised. If there was a time on the clock, there was a chance. Everybody in this world has 24 hours. So if there was a time on the clock, then there is a chance. There is a chance that certain things that you need to be done will be done right. There is a chance that certain things that you did will need to be revised. There was a chance that certain opportunities that you did not take yesterday, you would need to take today. Take those opportunities when they come. Take those chances when they come, because you might only get it once. You might only have it given to you once. It might only come once. We see people wasting their time. We see people doing things anyhow, and then later on say, oh, I wish I had done this. Meanwhile, they were given that opportunity. Meanwhile, they were given that chance, but they did not make use of it. How are you making use of your time? How are you using the time and chances that you get to better your life? If you're joining us now and you don't know what this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated, and we come your way every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard, 12 a.m. GMT time currently. And on here, we learn from each other. On here, we don't look down on anybody. We hold each other's hand and walk through life. So you are more than welcome to share your thought. If you have questions, please put in the comment section below, and we will be sure to answer that. All right. I also wrote here, I said, let's change with time when they come. Don't be so attached to the past. Can I say that again? Don't be so attached to the past. Let us change with time as they come. Don't let us be so glued to what we have before. Don't let us do that. We say to ourselves, oh, I'm used to doing things this way. I'm used to doing things that way. And so I do not know if I can change my ways. Hey, you can. It is only, excuse my language, the fool that says they can't change their words, or that says they can't change their ways. You can definitely change the way you do things if that thing or how you doing that thing is not yielding any result. If that thing, the way you are doing it, is not bringing any positive result, then you need to change it. So let's change as time changes or as it comes, because as far as there is time on the clock, there is a chance. Time changes everything. And with patience, we can keep our desire relatively alive and constant. How are you taking charge of those chances that you get? How are you taking charge of those opportunities that you get in? How long are you hanging on in order to see time work? Sometimes we do need to hang along or hang on a little longer to see how things will turn out for us, to see how conditions will change for us, to see how well time will bring chances in our life. Sometimes we got to hang on a little longer. Maybe you've hanged on and you think that you are done. Maybe you hanging on and you think that your hand is getting tired. Keep hanging on. There would always be a chance. There will always be an opportunity. There will always be a way for you to do things right. Hang on a little bit. Hang on a little bit. Sometimes certain things happen in our lives for once in a lifetime. So as and when they come, you gotta take it. As and when you are given, you gotta take it. As and when it is poured out to you, you gotta take it. Take every chances that you get. Are you going to make mistakes? Yes. But take every chance that time gives you. Take it. Every chance that time gives you, use it. Every time or chance that time gives you, make full use of it. If you are able to manage your time, you are able to manage everything. If you are able to know how well to use time, you are able to manage every other thing, because everything works with time. We see people not having a schedule. We see people doing things as and when it comes. And then in the long run, they realize that, oh, I haven't been able to achieve much. Sometimes you need to be on a schedule. Sometimes you need to put things out. Today, this is what I am going to do. Today, this, and that is what I need to do. And you allocate time enough to help you do those things. Because if you are able to manage that little time that you've been given, you'll be able to manage every other thing that you have. So why don't you take time and pour out the things that you need to do? Why don't you take time and sit down and look at the things or the chances that you got that you weren't even looking, and so you weren't able to use? Why don't you sit down and assess that, hey, maybe yesterday I got this chance, but I didn't use it. So I need to learn how to, number one, identify those chances when they come my way. Are you able to identify the chances that come your way? Are you able to identify them? Remember, it doesn't matter how great a talent is. They all take time to mature. They all take time to get to their full potential. They all take time to get to where it needs to be. You got to give it time. Maybe you are in a hurry to get things done. But how about you taking a little time and say that, hey, let me take time and do this right. Let me not rush into this. Let me take my time to make sure that every piece that I put on here is put right. Everything I put on here is done right. How about that? And it doesn't only sit with us. Sometimes we gotta give people also a little time, or give people, how do I put it? Do I call it second chance? Maybe sometimes that's what we need to do. Give people the chance to be better at themselves. Give people the chance to rectify things that they wrong. Give people the chance to mold themselves to where they need to be. Sometimes that's what we need to do. We don't need to put so much. We don't, yes, it is okay to expect much from them, but it is also okay to give them the time to be better at themselves. It is also okay for them to be better at themselves. It is okay. So if somebody is in your life and they need time to do certain things, sometimes you need to listen to them. But if you realize that that person too is only saying that to get away with certain things, then you need to step in. Then you need to realize that, hey, this is a tactic that this person is using in order to while away time, or in order to get things done some way. But you always need to take those chances when they come. You always need to take those chances when you've been given by time. And there are 3 stages of time that most of us don't pay attention to enough: the past, the present, and the future. The past, the present, and the future. And the only one that we have currently is the present. Whatever happened in the past is in the past. Whatever happened in the past is only to give you, how do I put it? Only to give you points, only to give you an idea of how things were done yesterday, of how you did certain things yesterday that didn't go well, and to learn from it. I always use the word, pick those nuggets from it. Pick those nuggets from it. So there are 3 stages, but it is only one that we have. And the earlier you learn to make use of that, the better. We have the past, we have the present, and we have the future. It is only the present that we have. Yes, we've done the past. We don't know what the future holds. We can only assume. We can only put our lasers on that, hey, this is how I want my future to be. But what you currently have is your present. How are you making your present? How good is your present? How good is the present time that you're in? What needs to be done in this present time in order to use that for the future? What needs to be picked up from that past in order to use for the present time? These are the things that you need to ask yourself. We hear oftentimes time management, time management, time management, but then have we sat down to understand it? Have we sat down to know exactly what we're doing right and what we're not doing right in the time that we've been given? Are we doing that? Or we just sitting there and not paying attention to time? We're just sitting there not paying attention to what goes in and what comes out of our day. We're just sitting there and doing things the way it needs to be done. Are we understanding that? Or we just using what we think it is best? And you ask me, Amanda, so Amanda, you talking of time and chance. What are the importance of it? But before we go on to that, how well are you using your present time? How well are you using what you've been given presently? How well are you using it? Is it that you always on social media 24/7? You always lying around 24/7. You always watching TV 24/7 and not doing anything with your time. There is always a saying that little drops of water make a mighty ocean. So as much as you are putting in that effort, as little as they may be, you are making progress. As little as they may be, you are doing something. As much as you're not just sitting on your laps and not doing nothing. There is always a progress. Use the past for the present. Use the present for the future. Because that is the only way we can move ahead. That is the only way we can see how things will pan out in the future for us. As I said, we can only hope, or we can only wish that our future is this way. So until we do that, until we sit down and we take analysis of what we did yesterday, of what we're doing today, we will never know how our tomorrow will pan out. That is time. That is chance. It says time and chance happen to them all, right? We all, as I said earlier on, we all have the 24 hours that we've been given. We all have the 24 hours in a day. Some people are able to make more, some people don't. Some people are able to achieve more because they took every chance that they got. They took every opportunity that came their way. They took every little thing that they were given. And some people are not able to do anything at all because when the time came or when the chances came, they did not take it. They thought it was just a regular day. They thought it was just a regular time. They thought, oh, I have 24 hours in a day. So before the day end, I should be able to put something down or I should be able to do something. Start small. It will not be easy to change your whole action in a day. But with gradual effort, with constant effort on how to manage your time, how to manage those chances that you get, how to manage those opportunities that come your way, will go a long way. Maybe you are on here watching me and you are a student and you don't know how to use your time. Maybe you are a working person, a businesswoman, a businessman, a college student, and you don't know, you've asked yourself, yes, I have, sometimes I see myself, yes, doing this thing, but at the end of the day, I don't have any results. Maybe you are not using that time right. Maybe there's certain things that you need to look at. Maybe you need to sit back and look at how well you are taking those chances that come your way. Maybe that is what you need to do. Maybe that is what you need to do. Please, once again, I did say, please do not call us on Messenger as it will distract the call. We appreciate that so much. So please, please, please do not call us on Messenger, all right? Please don't do that. Please do not do that. We can always get back to you when we are done. All right, you can put your questions on here and we'll be able to answer you. I hope we will be able to turn that off whilst we're on live, but I need to figure that out. Yeah. So maybe you are a student, you are working, you are, you know, with your family, and you realize that your day goes without having anything achieved. Your days goes without having nothing major done. Maybe it is time for you to sit down and change or check the things that you've been doing lately. How well am I using that time? How well am I using that resources that I've been given? You might realize that indeed there is certain spot that you're not paying attention to, or if you're paying attention to that too, you're not really grasping what you need to do at that point. Maybe that is what you are doing. So time acts as a teacher and a healer. All right? Time acts as a teacher and a healer. Time teaches us to wait. Because when we give ourselves time, we are able to do things right, right? That is it, teaching us to wait. Time is a healer. Maybe somebody has done something to you, and all you need is time for you to heal. All you need is time for you to have a different perspective. All you need to do is for you to give yourself time. Maybe that person is asking for your forgiveness, and you are telling them that, hey, I need time. I need time to process this. It is okay to take that time. It is okay to use that time. Because at the end of the day, it will heal whatever you are feeling. At the end of the day, it will give you certain lessons that if you had rushed into certain decisions, you would not be able to have learned. So time is a healer and a teacher. It gives us all the resources that we need. It gives us all the nugget that we need in life. Sometimes we need certain things and then we like, I need it now. I've done some before. I need it now. But sometimes you need to give it time. Sometimes you need to take your time to I always use the word, let it marinate. Let that situation marinate. If you need time, take that time. If you need to set yourself apart, do that. Let time teach you. Let time heal you. I wrote here, I said, the only way to sometimes get a new, healthy outlook on situation is to give it time. Maybe when you rush into it now, you will say certain things that you don't have to say. You will do certain things that you don't have to do. You would react in a way that at the end of the day, you would regret that you did. So how about giving it time? How about giving that situation time? How about giving that issue time? How about let it take its time to teach you the things that you need to know? It is only then that we will get a new and healthy outlook in every situation that comes our way. You get to meet a person and then they tell you, hey, me, I'm hot tempered. Me, Uber, come here. If you do anything to me, I will have to retaliate right there and then. And then an hour later, they regret doing that. So it is best to give yourself that time. It is best to give the situation the time for it to heal, for time for you to know what to do, for you to know how to do it, for you not to say or do certain things that you will end up regretting. Have you come across a person in your life where they will rush to doing things and then always they are saying sorry? Those people don't give the situation time. Those people don't take time to allow them. Thanks for joining, Mami Youngson. Those people don't give themselves the time to let that situation settle in, to let that situation take its course. Is it that certain situations or certain actions need reaction? Yes. But even that, take time to understand what you need to do. Even that, take time to understand how you're going to react towards it. It is only then that you would know that you've given that chance or that opportunity all your time. And you will never regret how you reacted to it because you gave it time to get a new perspective of that situation. Time also teaches us the value of life and makes one feel happy. The value of life. You have time to spend with your kids. You have time to do the things that you love. You have time to look at how people are doing things and you appreciate life. That is why it is so good to sometimes sit back and look out. It might be your own life. It might be somebody's life. It might be a friend's life. But look out. Look how well things are going for them. Look how pleasant things are going for them. It makes you appreciate the time that you've gotten to know them, the time that you've gotten or you got to even sit and have a conversation with them. Because while that conversation was going on, you were able to pick a nugget from it. You were able to pick a gem from it. Give time chance. Give yourself time. It only gets better. It only gets better from here. It's only get better when we practice the things that we need to practice. It only gets better when we know how to do things. It only gets better when things are done the right way. Time management impacts life. I said earlier on, I said how you manage your time determines how people look at you, determines how people see you, determines how people relate to you, how you manage your time. So if you are one person that when they give you an assignment, you take your time, you take forever to get that fellow the answer that they need, they're going to look at you some way. They will not be giving you any work for you to do for them anymore because you end up not fulfilling what needs to be fulfilled. You end up not doing what needs to be done. And you always given, excuses. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it today. It determines how people relate to you. It determines how people look at you. So if there's somebody in your life and every time you ask them to do something, they just giving you excuses. How do you look at them? How do you see them? We use the word, I use the word, how do you see them? How do you picture them? Are they people that you want to give something important to handle? If that person is not giving the results that you need, it's not that they cannot deliver. They can. It is just so that their time, they don't have any respect for time. They don't have any urgency for time. And so they do things in their own way, in their own accord. Meanwhile, that person is sitting there waiting for them to deliver what needs to be delivered to them. And so if you are such a person, you realize that people gradually start to withdraw from you because they end up seeing that you are not being forthcoming. They end up seeing that you are not delivering the result that they need from you. How you manage your time determines how people relate to you. I said time is important because it is one thing we can never get back once it's gone. I said we have 24 hours, yes? So imagine you not doing anything in that 24 hours. And then it goes. You think it will come back to you? Yes, you might get another 24 hours tomorrow. And that day you might have lost what you were supposed to do yesterday. And you need to do what needs to be done today. So once you lose that time, you will never get it back. Once you lose that chance that you've been given, you will never get it back. You will never get it back. So it is up to you to decide how I'm going to use that time that I've been given. How am I going to use that opportunity that I've been given? How am I going to use that time frame that I have? How well can I use this? Is what we got to ask ourselves. And if you are not asking these questions every day, then you're doing something wrong. Then you need to reevaluate it. You need to get up and do that. How well can I use today? How best can I use today? How many results can I get in today? And if this is the number of results that I need to get, how can I situate each of the variables in order for me to get to where I need to get to? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves if we're not doing that. Time also reduces stress that you might have. Time reduces stress. Because if you give yourself the time that you need, if you use the time that you are allocated to, you are able to achieve what needs to be achieved. But if you are not, or if you don't use it, then you end up stressing because maybe there is an assignment that you were supposed to do or you were supposed to submit. You did not submit it. And so you get stressed out. Maybe there is a report that you needed to submit. You did not do it because you wasted the time that you were given. You wasted the chances that came your way. You wasted the opportunity that came your way. You will be stressed out. So you find yourself stressing out every day without knowing what exactly the issue is, without knowing what you've done wrong. You've wasted all those times. You wasted it. Thanks for joining, Chris. You wasted that time. And so you find yourself having the stress all through the day. Every time you are stressed out and you asking yourself, why am I stressed out? Why are things going left for me? Because that opportunity that came your way, you never used it. That time that you were given, you never used it. People react to you the way you manage your time. Those that are joining us, thanks so much for joining. Please share to be a blessing to others. It is a dose of encouragement incorporated. We come your way every Saturday morning. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Kofi Aye. Find out why you are getting stressed out. People say, oh, me, I'm last minute personal. I'll wait till last minute and then I'll do my assignment. No, sir. No, ma'am. No. That is why you are always stressed out. Meanwhile, you were given a whole week for that work to be done. That assignment was given on Sunday, example, and you have the next Sunday to submit that. You sat here till Saturday night, 11 p.m., and you are here stressing, typing. You are stress typing. If you don't know what stress typing is, you go like so fast that you don't take time to process your thought. You don't take time to understand exactly what you're doing. Because you sat there, you've wasted all the opportunities that you got. You wasted all the time that you were given. You wasted every chance that you were given. How well are you managing your time? How well are you managing the time and chance that come your way? There is a time for everything, yes. There is times and seasons for everything. And if you know what the time and seasons are, you will know what needs to be done at every time and at every season. Bible says that there is a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to grow, and a time to die. Right? So there is time and season for everything that is under this earth or that is on earth. And if you are able to know what time is it, if you are able to know what season it is, if you are able to know what opportunities are being given at this time or at this time in my life, you will be able to know when to take action. You'll be able to know what to do in those times. Because time allows you to succeed. As we plan and manage it well, it allows us to succeed. It allows us to do what needs to be done. Because as I gave example earlier on, if you've been given an assignment that says that you have to write a 2-page essay, and imagine you were given it on Sunday and you decided that, hey, even if it was given 11:59 p.m. on Sunday night, Monday morning, I'm going to write, or I'm going to put I'm going to brainstorm and then put my thoughts down, right? That is you starting, right? That is you managing that time that you've been given, because you don't want to cram everything to Saturday night. So Monday you brainstorm, Tuesday you put your thesis down, Wednesday you write a little bit about the body. You go gradually. And again, we are circling back from what we did 3 months ago, vision board, right? So brainstorm onto that vision board. Let it stare at you each and every day. Let it look at you when you're going out. Let it look at you when you're coming in. You managing your time is your responsibility. It is a must that you need to manage those time and manage it well. It is a must. You can never go without managing and taking chances of the things that come your way. Every opportunity that come our way good? They might not all be good. But at least if you are able to see it the way it needs to be seen, you will be able to attest if this is good or not. That is the only way you can attest. But if you don't take charge of it, if you don't take responsibility, or if you don't take that chance or that opportunity by the horn, how would you know if that opportunity was good enough? You wouldn't. You wouldn't know if that opportunity was good enough, or if that chance was good enough. You wouldn't know. So you do need to take every chance that come your way. I wrote here, I said, time helped to teach us to plan for the future. I said the 3 stages of time, right? Past, present, future. So, and the only one that we have is the present, because the past is gone. We didn't use what we were given, and so it is gone, right? But now you have the present. You have another chance to make things right. You have another chance to see things from another angle. You have another chance, which is present, to tweak certain things that you did yesterday. Pick those nuggets from yesterday. Pick those points from yesterday. It might not all be good, a good point, but at least you taking that point will let you know and understand that, hey, this is the way I did what I did yesterday, and it was wrong. So today, being the present, let me do it this way. Today, being the present, let me see it this way. Today, being the present, let me arrange it this way. Right? So take what you have for your present now. Take that time that comes your way. Take that chance that comes your way. You will be happy at yourself if you do. You will be very happy if you take time and take those chances, those opportunities that come your way. You will be happy. You will be a happier person at the end of the day. Learn from the past to help you with your future, and let that improve your mental status. That is it right there. You learn from the past, use it for your present and your future, and let that help you with your mental status too. Because then you don't get into the panic mood of, oh, I did this yesterday and I got it wrong. And so today I'm also going to, no. Learn from yesterday. Learn from what you did yesterday. It is there. It is the past for a reason. It is the past for a reason. That is why it is in your rear mirror. That is why it is in your past. So you can look back and see the things that were done wrong and redo them right. So learn from the past and use it for your future. You can never get it when it's lost. But you can only make improvement upon what you got from the last one. You can only make improvement from where you are currently. You can only make improvement from where you are moving to. People can say a lot about you by looking at the way you manage your time. So if you have an appointment at 9 a.m. and you are there 9:05, you did not call. You did not send any text message of that you're going to be late, or nothing. You just showed up. You were given 9 a.m. You know, in military, we have this rule that you need to be at a place where you need to be 10 minutes early or more than 10 minutes early. The least you can do is being there 10 minutes early. And so that has resonated to my civilian life, even after I left the military, right? Because everywhere you go, yes, sometimes there are certain things you cannot, how do I put it? You don't have control over, right? And when that happens, you give the other person notice. When that happens, you give the other person, let's say, a text message or a call. Hey, I am on my way, but due to unforeseen issues, I might be a little late. They would respect you. They would look at you in a different level because you gave them that courtesy. You gave them that respect. You gave them that reassurance that, hey, this person will be here. This person we can trust. This person will do what he says he would do when he says he would do it. But you need to be here 9 a.m. You don't show up. You did not call. You did not email. You did not text. You decided that you are not going. You decided that you are not coming. When you ask people, people will tell you, oh, I changed my mind. I just decided to change my mind that I'm not going anymore. But how about you give that person that courtesy call? How about you let that person know that, hey, I can't make it due to this or that? People look at you differently when you do that. People can say a lot about you with the way you manage your time. So let's try our best to manage our time well. Let's do our very best to manage our time in such a way that when people are talking about us, they are confident enough that we're going to deliver, come rain or shine. But are you that person that when they mention your name, everybody look the other way because they know that this person will not show up? There you go. My mom has written. Thanks for joining, mommy. I salute you. She has written. It's a matter of self-discipline in time management. Bam! She hit right on the nail. If you are that person that when they mention your name, everybody turns left because they know you're not going to show up. Because time and time again, they have put confidence in you that you didn't show up. Time and time again, they have trusted you that you didn't deliver. Time and time again, you have proven that you cannot be trusted. Time and time again, you've proven that you cannot be trusted. Thanks for joining, Echo. It's been long. Time and time again, you've proven that you cannot be trusted. And so if you are that person, or if you haven't even taken inventory of it, and you've realized that the people that really were in your life, the people that were hooting for you in anything that you were doing, the people that were supporting you in anything and everything that you were doing, now they're gradually pulling away. Now they're gradually moving away from you. Then you need to sit down and reevaluate. Hey, how am I managing my time? Did I take opportunity of the things that came my way? Did I take the chances that came my way and did things right? Or I just let it slip by me? That is what you need to ask yourself. And if you haven't taken notice of the fact that people are gradually pulling away from you, then sit down and reevaluate every situation that you've been through. Let people add value in your life by the way you manage your time. Let them add to your life by the way you do things, by the way you handle things. You know, Bible says that the one that were given little, that made good use of it, is also given much. So let's bring it to our human perspective. If I am giving you something to do for me and I need results on this day, and then you know for a fact that you cannot deliver to me that day, but yes, though you have not even called or even text to give update that, hey, I know you did this thing this day, but I cannot do it, or it cannot be delivered this day due to this, and that. Don't you think that person will be appreciative of you giving them heads up before that day? But you think that you are too busy. You think that you don't have time for anybody, and so you don't manage your time well. How you manage your people look at you or say a lot about you, about the way you manage your time or how you manage your time. So let's recheck that. I wrote here, I said, to be productive and know how to use your time, identify your time waster. Identify your time waster. I said earlier on, I said, are you that type that you always sitting on the couch watching TV all day, 24/7, and you're not doing anything? Let's say if you're looking for a job and you just sitting in the couch every day, 7 days a week. That is your time waster right there. How then are you supposed to get the job if you are not putting in applications? How then are you supposed to do that? I said, write or take necessary steps to control your time. You need to eliminate all those wasteful activities that you've been having. You need to eliminate that. I need this, but I'm going to do this. How are you supposed to get results? I need to get to this place, but I'm just going to sit here. And you think you're going to get there? Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to evolve by identifying your time wasters. You need to identify it. All right. I also said, learn to say no. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. You are people's people. Yeah. That's fine. You are people's people. That's okay. Everybody can bring their work for you to do. That's okay. But remember, if everybody is pushing their work on you, you will not get any time to manage. If everybody is putting their assignment on you, you will not get the resources to be able to see what opportunities you have out there. So sometimes it is okay to say no. Sometimes it is okay to say that today I'm not doing that. Today I need to do this. Today you can do this on your own. Sometimes, will they be happy? No. Because you've always been there to help them. You've always been there to assist them. You've always been there to support or do the things that they're supposed to do for them. And so the day that you start to say no, they will say, oh, now she has changed. Now he has changed. Now when you tell him something, he will tell you no. Let them say it. That is you identifying your time waster, and that is you learning to say no. It might not come easy because maybe you've done things certain way for long. Maybe all your life you've learned to please others. Maybe all your life you've learned to take things as and when they come. Maybe that is you being supportive of others. It's okay, but also learn to stand on your grounds when the time comes. Also learn to stand on your grounds when you need to say no. Also learn to stand on your grounds when you need to identify the things that you using your time for that will not benefit you. You gotta learn that. You have to understand that the time has been given to all, and how you relate or how you take it determines what result you're going to get. So if you're not getting the result that you need, then you need to tweak something. If you're not getting the result that you need, then you need to assess the times that you've been given. 3 stages of time: the past, the present, and the future. The present is the only one we have. And how well you handle the present determines how well you handle the future. Let's manage our time well. Let's identify what our time wasters are. Let's go out there this week and take chances as and when we've been given. Let's go out there and learn to utilize our time in a manner that will be beneficial to us, our families, and anybody that is around us. Let's go out there and learn how well we can use those times that we've been given. I said everybody has been given 24 hours. But remember that in you, there are fountain of goodness willing to pour out. There are fountain of greatness ready to be poured out only if you give time. Only if you learn to utilize the time that you've been given. Only if you learn to appreciate the chances that you get and hold them by the horn. It might not be easy because maybe we've been doing things in a certain way for long. Maybe 20, 30, 40 years and 50 years, or even 18, 19, 20 years. All you know is this one particular way of doing things, or this one particular way of managing your time. But let's start small by managing our time well, by taking chances that time gives us, by utilizing what needs to be utilized in our lives, because it is only then that we can yield maximum result. It is only then that we can always grow and live stress-free life. As I said earlier on, you are always stressed out because you are waiting last minute to get that thing done. And if you have people in your life that you trusted them, because when they started, they were managing their time well. When they started with you, they were delivering on point every time. When they say today, they deliver. When they say next week, they deliver. And now you see them gradually sliding back. Maybe it is time to have a conversation with them. Because as I always say, on this platform, we learn from each other. On this platform, we are each other's support. You know, on this platform, it is a home away from home where you will not be judged, where you will not be looked down upon, where you can go on our website, you know, www.adoe.org to get support. Because as we said, we are building a home away from home. So if there is something that you have questions about, if there is anything about this topic or any other topic that you have questions about, put it on there, put it on in the chat here. Let us continue this discussion, because maybe you might be somebody's support. You might be the answer that somebody is looking for. Maybe that person has looked everywhere and they're looking for something in particular from somebody. Maybe that little statement that you put out there, that hey, you can do it this way. Hey, maybe time management, you can do it this way. Hey, maybe when this opportunity came my way, I did it, I used it this way. Maybe that will be beneficial to that person. Maybe that's all that person is looking for. So let's continue this conversation on here, on our platforms, on our other platforms. You can follow us on here. You can follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter. You can also join us on our website, www.adoe.org, and click on the join button. There is a section where it says, do you want to be a contributor? Do you want to be a member? Do you want to be a partner? Do you want to be an encourager, a volunteer? Or you just want to have an encouragement from us? Listen, it is free of charge. As I said, we want that to be a home away from home, where we wouldn't be judged, where we wouldn't be looked down upon. And there will be professionals on there that would support you in any questions that you have in answer. So you have an idea of what you're dealing with. So you have an idea of what needs to be done. So I will, with that said, I will put on here, if you by any chance log on there and you have issues, let us know, as we've been having a little challenges lately with it, but we doing our very best to have it sorted out. So that's our website right there. Let me pin it here. That's our website right there. Thanks for joining, Kani Ibrahima. Thanks so much for joining. So that's our website right there. Join us, look around, all right? Look at what we are all about, look at what we are doing, and be part of that community. It is free of charge. We have podcasts on there that you can listen on the go. If you can watch video, we have one that you can listen on the go on your day-to-day. Let that motivate you as you go. As I said, it is free of charge. There are professionals on there as well that will support you with any questions and every questions that you might have. Once again, thank you all so much for joining. Oh, before I go, let me use this medium to say a very happy birthday to one of our associates in ADOEI. Eben, today is your birthday. And from me, the founder and CEO of ADOE, and the team members, we say that happy birthday to you. May God grant you every secret prayer of yours. May God honor and increase you. May He answer that desires of yours as you've taken upon you yourself to join ADOEI to be our web associate. We pray that the Lord bless you. We pray that your stars align for you. We pray that generations continue to seek counsel from you. So today we celebrate you from the team and myself. We love you from the board of directors and myself. We love you and we appreciate you so much. Have a blast today. All right. Have an amazing day today. We wish you a very, very, very happy birthday. And to my fans and our followers on here, we say thank you. Without you, this program will not go on. We appreciate you so much. You are a blessing to us. Without you, we wouldn't be where we are and where we're going to. We say that may God bless you. May God answer you. May God increase you in anything and everything that you do. Even as you wake up every Saturday morning to come on here with me to go on this journey, 1 hour journey for us to learn from each other, for us to buff ideas together. We say that may God honor you. May God answer you speedily when you call on Him. And to my ADOE team, my VP, George, Anaman, Eben, Benedicta, Pell, Dennis, Edward, God bless you so much for seeing this vision, for knowing the potentials of this vision and helping carry it along. To my husband and my son, Mr. Kofiaya and Michael Jr., God bless you so much for always pushing me to come on here every Saturday morning to be a blessing to our audience. And hey, don't forget, our social impact project is coming on once again this year, and we'll put more information out there. But this year we are opening it to the public. This year you are welcome to join with your presence, whether you want to join us physically when it's time for us to go put smiles on people's faces in Ghana. You are more than welcome. Let us know, send us a message, and we will put your details down. But yes, join us in doing good, support a worthy cause. All right. So let us know when you also fill the join us form. Let us know if you want to be part of it, and we will be sure to communicate the dates accordingly as and when it is decided. But I get super excited whenever I talk about the charity work that we're doing, not only supporting people on here with our encouragement, with our substance on here, but also back home, all right, to the people that need our support. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much in advance for even considering to join. Any support is welcome. Any support is welcome. On our website, there is a donate button on there that maybe you cannot go with us. Maybe you cannot physically be there. All right, you can support us with your substance as well, and we'll be sure to use it to that cause which we're taking that for. All right, and we can account for it. And if you don't know too, we are tax exempt, so whenever you give us any gifts, you can write it on your tax as well. We are registered, we have our 501c. So support a worthy cause. All right, let us put smiles on people's faces back home. Once again, have a fruitful Saturday, have a blissful week ahead, and remember to use your time wisely. Remember to take chance when the time is right. Remember to take that opportunity by the horn whenever you've been given. We also thank you for bringing up important topic too. Thank you so much, Ma Joyce. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, so this week, that is what we're going to do. Let's continue this conversation on here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Kofi Aye, and I am your host. I will see you again next Saturday. I sign out. And please join me tomorrow on King's Youth International. Richard, if you're on here and you can put the flyer on here, it will be appreciated. Join us on Zoom as we discuss discipline of productivity. Okay, join me tomorrow and let's learn and let's take ideas and nuggets from each other. Until I see you again, I love you all, and there is nothing you can do about it. Stay blessed and have a fruitful Saturday and a blissful week ahead. Bye for now.